Hey, and welcome back. Today, it's Avernus Remastered, and this is the level I've been looking forward to the most. I cannot wait to see the cathedral, I cannot wait to see the new enemies, and I cannot wait to see Hashagik. Alright, so, as always, we've got the coin, which is going to tell us how we're going to play. If it's Kain, we're going to do every fight we can, feed on everything we can, and we're going to use one of the new skins. If it's Raziel, we're going to skip combat where we can, use the default skin, and just try to experience a story. Let's flip. It's Raziel. So, we'll skip the combat that we can, and we'll just take in the glory of the new Raziel model. Okay, let's get right to it.
Somewhere in this great cathedral, the heart of darkness lay concealed. The city outside was in chaos, and the cathedral would not be immune for long. During such times, buried secrets were often suddenly revealed, or lost forever.
Oh, man. Oh. Let us send out our camera drone. Oh yeah, let's check out the rose window. Oh man. Looking good. Okay. So this was a music choice in the original Defiance that I always kind of just, I didn't know quite how well it worked. That was from the Silence Cathedral, of course, from Soul Reaver 1. And yes, Avernus is a creepy place, but I feel like it's a creepy in a different way than the Silence Cathedral was, but yeah, it's probably made of the existing catalog. It definitely made the most sense. All right. Just smack each other, please. That's all I want from you. There we go. Again, thanks for the assist, pal. Yeah, watching these golems wreck each other, it doesn't get old. I'm sorry, I'm just easily amused, I guess. Suppose I should eat. There we go. There we go. Okay. And I've always found the floating Earth platforms a little odd, just by nature. Obsidian sphere. At first glance, this appears to be not more than a simple obsidian sphere. However, on closer inspection, it is covered with a strange tracery of crimson veins that pulse faintly. Alright, let's go forge the Reaver. One more time. Okay, there's gonna be more than one more time, but this time. We forged the Reaver a lot this last year.
I had seen this symbol throughout these ruins. I should have realized what it was they worshipped. Now there was no question, for this scene depicted the ancient vampires' torment and despair as their curse cast them from the wheel of fate. So this was the god whose abandonment had driven them to madness and suicide. Finally, I understood. It was not the bloodthirst, but their immortality that was the true nature of their enemy's curse. The wisest, strongest, most noble race, gulled by the voice of that old parasite. But I had seen him, and whatever he was no god.
Okay, so yeah. Another great restoration here of this mural depicting the real curse that the Hilden inflicted upon the vampires as a parting shot. Now, Raziel characterizes the ancient vampires as the wisest, most noble race. Now, to be fair, Raziel does have first-hand experience of one example of this race, and that's, of course, the inimitable Janos Aldrin, who, of course, we love because he's amazing. He's just a fantastically patient and kind character. And anyway, I love Janos. We won't get too far into that, but I think Raziel is judging the entirety of the ancient vampire race based on Janos. And personally, I think that's a mistake, as we'll talk more about that later. Let's go. Nice. TK rune. there? Nope. I can't get there right now. Okay. But, as we found out last episode, we can get up there with Kain, too.
All upon the wheel are blessed.
Rejoice in the turning of the wheel.
It does turn, though we cannot see it.
Your wheel is a lie.
You will turn the wheel.
Come.
Die.
Yeah, so we're definitely fighting the Time Guardian is one of these here. And probably the one that we need to take care of the quickest. So these are, of course, the Time and Energy Guardians. Time, I mean, the symbol's pretty obvious. And Energy, well, he's shooting energy at me, so... Oh, and I didn't photo mode it. Dang it. Again. Alright, energy. Man, just look at that detail. Is this a vampire soul or a Hilton soul? Huh. Yeah, I don't think we've seen any free-floating vampire souls. Ouch. So it makes sense that Time and Energy would be the toughest of the bosses. Oh, nice. Wait, I thought we had this already. Okay, that's his air-based heavy attack. He's just kind of hiding there by the soul fawn. So another thing that I kind of wonder is how far apart all these guardians died from each other. It seemed like it had to have been a slow realization that vampires could no longer reproduce, of course. It wouldn't have known that immediately. But the realization that that vampires are no longer being born would, of course, lead to the next realization, and that's, okay, dude, you gotta get out of there. Come on, come on. There we go. The slow realization that the pillars would not be creating new guardians. At least not guardians that were vampires. And so it makes me wonder about that first batch of human guardians and what their experiences were like. We'll listen more to them later. I want to try to spend more time in Spectral. Just as we get kind of closer to the end of the game here. More ancient vampire corpses. Yeah, freeze them all. Sub-Zero wins.
Sub-Zero wins.
Yes, laugh as I eat your soul. That's a good coping mechanism. Nice. Okay, so 3. My record for slamming it for air slams is 3. That was pretty fun. No, I'm not
this
going back.
spirit vessel was shielded by layers of occult energy. There had to be some means to dispel this barrier.
We'll figure it out. There we go. Okay. Ninja Vanish. See what else we can find around here. Okay. Oh. Let's charge up again. Foresight. Nice. So handy. Oh. Okay, well, I was just up here. See, I keep forgetting I have... I keep forgetting about the foresight ability, and it's so handy. So handy. Oh, right. Okay, there we go. See? Case in point. Light Reaver. Oh, the head tracking is so funny sometimes. Alright, who else? Anybody? Alright, looks like we're going back the long way. Alright, let's forge it up.
As the Reaver absorbed the souls of the original Energy and Time Guardians, it was imbued with the elemental power of Earth with which their principles were aligned.
So another thing I appreciate is when Raziel forges the Reaver in this, we get the more dramatic Reaver forging sounds from Soul Reaver 2, where the original Defiance was a little lacking. So lots of work has gone into that, and it's just really does make a huge difference. Oh, those platforms still disappear very quickly, though. All right, Air Reaver. Okay. So we cannot open both of these doors at once. I remember that from the last playthrough. I'm not making that mistake again. So now, get both symbols to match, and open up. And the angels on top will be looking at the direction we're supposed to go. All right, now we'll open the fire door. Anything? Tomes? Tomes? light these up. Need to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, back to the cathedral, and what's about to happen? Hey! This is an enemy class we haven't seen before. Yeah, we never saw female enemies in OG Defiance. That's so cool. Alright, let's fight him.
The circle is alive. It binds my soul. The circle is my world. By my death will it thrive.
Okay, that's awesome. New lines, too.
The circle is alive. It binds my soul. The circle is my
4! There we go, nice.
death will it thrive.
4 slams. Can I get more?
Us.
6! Nice. Now let's see what our power does.
Us.
Anything? No. Okay. But that was cool. I love seeing new enemy classes. No, 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 you don't. Ow. Hello, fire demon. You know, the coins did say we could skip, so, yeah. Enjoy your time here on this plane, Fire Demon. I got things to do. Health upgrade. Okay, I'm just getting obsessed with doing that as many times as I possibly can. Dark Scripture. What a curious book this is, seemingly fit only for the most forbidden of altars. This tome is bound in black leather, adorned with an array of unidentifiable angled symbols and runes. Its pages are filled with incomprehensible psalms, written in blood. Love it. Are you still wandering around? Cool.
As the handsome coffin hides the putrefying corpse within, the great cathedral of Avernus seemed to hold its own secrets, hidden in the catacombs beneath its vaulted chambers.
Watch it change.
Was this the source of the corruption that infected Nosgoth? Vorador had hinted at something more.
Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, look at these skull textures too. Which is what catacombs pretty much are. I mean, what are you gonna do with all those bones when you've been around a long, long time?
History is written by the victors. Beneath the vaults of Avernus, I discovered scenes that told a familiar story, but from a very different point of view. This was the work of the enemy race, and revealed what the vampire histories had conveniently omitted. How the noble vampires, god-ridden and righteous, had started the wars that would destroy both races, victor and vanquished alike. Their adversaries opposed the vampires' god and refused to submit to the wheel of fate. For this, they were banished. I now understood the poetic irony of their curse, and my resemblance to the vampire's enemy no longer seemed so accidental.
Okay, so yeah, a big revelation that the vampires were the aggressors in the war against the Hilden, and they were, of course, motivated by their belief in the Elder God. Not that they knew he was the Elder God at that time, but he was still a whisper in their ear. So one thing that I think about a lot is the nature and demeanor of these two races, and personally, I don't particularly identify with either of them because I don't necessarily see either one of them as being kind overlords toward humanity. So I think that, it is very interesting to have, this story told from multiple points of view. But as we see in Blood Omen 2, the Hilden were not very kind to the human populace that they ruled over in secret.
The glyphs. He is using the glyphs to channel the mass, to wipe out the city, humans and vampires alike.
Now, were they that way because of their time in the demon realm, and they brought that hate with them, that hate and chaos and everything that they'd twisted them into? Or had they always been that way? Who knows? That hasn't been spoken to in the lore yet. So, anyway, let's keep going. Arcane Tome. Anyone else? Nope. Ow. I would thank you very kindly to refrain from summoning demons, please. I'm gonna hurt fire demons' feelings because I don't want to play with them right now.
The banished race foretold a hero who would deliver them from their oppressors and destroy the shackles of the vampire's tyrannous god. The same hero that bore the flaming sword. What game was this, where every player on the board claimed the same pawn?
So, Raziel, your true nature is finally revealed. You were never the vampire's savior. It is to the Hilden race you belong. And when Kain realizes this, what do you think he will do?
Okay, I've mentioned this a few times, but this is just one of the most blatant manipulations and lies that we see in the entire series. And we will talk about this more later, about who Raziel actually is. But yeah, these murals, again, just blatant manipulations. Also, the Elder God trying to bait, oh yeah. Check out the symbols. Where's my photo mode? Did I finally lose my photo mode privileges? Nope, okay. Whew, thank you. Look at the symbol on the door here. Okay, I am so excited for this scene. Let's do it. Hashagik.
Great Hashagik, we hear you. We offer this sacrifice upon the altar of the world. The blood of our firstborn do we sacrifice to you.
In the depths of Avernus Cathedral, I stumbled upon a bloody ritual. Was this the source of the corruption that had overtaken the city?
May this blood nourish you for all eternity. Purge your wrath from us, great God. The wrath of Hashagik has once more been averted. Depart now as ever in his service. We tremble and we obey. Praise to Hashagik and never praise. Hashagik, Hashagik, Hashagik.
What was it that these deluded humans worshipped with such fervor? Was this the dreaded unspoken that Vorador had warned me about?
Oh, I can't wait.
The so-called god inhabited this hideous pit. I was about to meet it.
Ho 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 ho! Oh, look how good he looks.
I smell no blood. Throat cut first, blood gouting, then it falls into the pit.
Terrell's wifey, your husband looks
The sacrifice
great.
is rejected. You will know my wrath.
Listen to the music, too.
Not possible. No, it could not be.
Stand away, monster!
No. That voice. Not possible. I know that voice. But he fell. The abyss. He ended there.
I did not fall into the abyss.
It remembers that, does it?
I was thrown in by my own brethren.
I heard what you did to them. And now you have found me at last.
Terrell!
Terrell. Yes, that was my
The
name.
Terrell encounter music starts.
The others were grotesque, but
Yes. I am changed. I have become a god. Greater than you ever were, Raziel. You were never a god. Greater even than Kain!
It is to you that these humans offer their blood sacrifices.
Hashagik. Yes.
But how did this happen?
I was summoned. There was darkness and great hunger. Then I was found.
Why do you stay in this terrible place?
Why stay? Would I remain if I could get out? While they hound me and tear at me and... The hour is at hand, as it was foretold.
Terrell?
Use his voice to command the disciples above. We demand offerings to keep the host alive. He has been a durable vessel, but he can take us no further. You must prevail. The champion of our enemy draws near. No! I must have blood! Bring me blood! Or feel the wrath of your god. Yours. Yes, it will strengthen me against them.
What are you doing?
No more questions. No more worship. Time to run. Time to scream. Time to die.
Holy shit, he looks amazing. Wow, you guys. Oh my god. Yeah, that... So... He looks scary. And he looks just awesome. I am so impressed. And the addition of the Terrell encounter music, just so good. So many good decisions here. I love it. And I love that he looks like the concept art from Soul Reaver 1, and just so perfect. And I do have to check this though. He's wearing pants, kind of. He grew out of them though. Look at that. Man. There's our thumbnail. So awesome, you guys. That's so cool. The Reaver does nothing to him. Totally new perspective on this fight. Let's see, can I bait them? Didn't like that. Look out, little blue guy is showing back up to the establishment. Our buddy Terrell is in trouble. Quick, get over there. And Terrell is, of course, played by Greg Berger, who absolutely goes for it in these scenes, and like he's just put so much work and effort into it. It was so great.
You will know my wrath.
And I don't want to say that the old Terrell looks goofy. Just there's almost a lovable quality to him that now in the remaster, like he looks as scary as I think he should. Like this is the dread god Hashagik, at least as far as the humans are concerned. So much easier to do.
Yes, now. Go, speed your endeavor. Face him and kill him. Destroy the binding at last. We shall all be free.
And at least Terrell is free now, because I really do feel bad for his fate. We don't know how he got here. Nice. Raziel has massively enhanced TK now. But we don't know how Terrell got here yet. But he has been down here a very, very, very long time. And the way that I've kind of been thinking about this is that Terrell has long been the vector for the Hilden influence that has been seeping into this world and undermining the binding. And Mortanius being down here with the cult of Hashagik, that was the vector for him to become infected as well.
Come to me, my undead son. Make haste to the pillars. The stage is set for the grand finale. You will have your vengeance.
Mortanius!
That mask looks great.
So, you have come out into the open at last. The binding must be fragile indeed. But you will find you are too
Blood
late.
Omen 2 music.
What am I too late for this time?
No, not now. You are too late for the victory you sought. I have beaten you after all.
You have mistaken my identity.
Have I? You forget who schooled me in the ancient prophecies. This vessel speaks truly. You are indeed overdue, but it no longer matters in the least. With or without you, we will prevail.
So, I finally meet the unspoken. And here it is, nestled in the heart of the circle itself. Ironic.
Poetic justice. To topple the foundations of the pillars from within. We shall have our revenge in full measure and for all time. This one has little strength left. One must not break him. Your kind does not like to lose.
I seek the heart of darkness.
Ah, now you think of that. But as I told you, you are too late. The heart has served its function. I have used it to set prophecy in motion. I created the champion foretold by my masters, who is destined to be your destroyer. The Scion of Balance will save Nosgoth. The Pillars will return to vampire guardianship as intended, and your race will be cast down forever.
Kain. You use the heart of darkness to create Kain.
How else? I refused at first to believe the ancient myths. I thought the vampires were simply a plague upon mankind, a pestilence we had to control. But they were right. And we were wrong to overthrow them, Mobius and I. We didn't understand what it was the pillars were holding back. I have made my atonement. I will continue to make it to the end, which will be soon now. But I know Kain will set it right. He will restore balance.
Will you?
And none too soon.
Eventually.
My enemy is growing stronger.
Where is the heart of darkness now? Did you destroy it?
You still don't understand, do you? You cannot make use of it as long as Kain guards it with his life.
Kain has it. It is in Kain.
Check and mate. This deed will redeem first me and then all Nosgoth. It must. This one grows weak, but we will soon have a stronger vessel. The long-awaited hour approaches. Our release is at hand. I must finish it now.
And off to the pillars. All right, we got stuff happening. And we're back to Kain, which means we need to... Shit. There's only one shirt that I can wear for this part. As tragic as it is. Let's go. That's Ariel's lament.
Kain, why is this no surprise?
Because our destinies run together, Raziel, like two rivers that have met and can never be distinct again. At your every fatal turn, you'll find me.
And the free will you said was mine. What has become of that?
You still have it. And that has everything to do with my presence here now.
It was your machinations that set my destiny in motion. The coin you tossed has struck the earth. Now you must abide by its outcome.
The coin is still turning, Raziel. To reach the resolution we both can live with, that will best serve our futures, Janos Audron must not be raised.
Because you do not wish it. Is my free will to be exercised only when it accords with your whim?
There is much more at stake in this than you know.
Yes, and it is Janos who has the answers I desire.
You must trust me, Raziel. Our intentions, for Nosgoth, for our futures, are not so diverse.
I must trust you. Or...
I've not come here to threaten you, Raziel.
You say that while you hold in your hand the instrument of my doom?
I saved you from the Reaver once. I have no intention of imprisoning you within the blade.
At least not until the moment it serves your plans to do so.
You are not the only one at risk. I may carry the instrument of your destruction, but I too have taken a chance in coming here. Or haven't you realized? You bear the only weapon that can kill me.
Then you know what I am, and who you are.
I believe I do.
And still you think you can move me about like your pawn? Think again, Kain.
Take heed, Raziel.
Why? If we are who we are, then are we not destined to fight to the death to decide the fate of Nosgoth?
Don't be a fool! I will not fight you!
And that will be the prophesied hero's battle. I win because you will not fight me? The mighty Kain, scion of balance, would-be savior of Nosgoth, surrenders before the final battle even begins!
If this will make you see reason...
Oh, man. Okay, so we have the opening theme of Soul Reaver 2 here, instead of Kain's theme from Blood Omen 2 playing. I actually like it. This is working really well. I love Raziel's life bar too. Isn't that cool? Just getting bullied. I love Raziel's evil laugh. But why isn't Raziel listening to Kain, you might be wondering. If this is your first time watching one of my Defiance playthroughs. Well, it's because Raziel has now, by consuming Tyrell's soul, has also consumed and taken inside himself the Hilden that have been waiting inside Tyrell for this chance for possibly millennia. And so now they are out with him. And they are... Oh, hey, there's an arcane tome there. Hey, chill for a second, Raziel. Let me get this tome. Raziel, take heed. Just let me get the tome. Thank you. Okay. Is there another one? Here, leave me alone for just another minute. Let's go look. No? Okay. Oh, kinetic shackles, here we go. Reinforcing my brute telekinetic abilities with exact technique, I am able to temporarily shackle my enemies in midair with chains of force. Nope. Okay, well, I mean, I guess there's a worthy foe to lose to, right? Ugh. Ouch. I suppose we could just sit here and bully him. Does that count as cheesing? Ouch.
Now,
There we go.
you will listen to me. The heart of darkness must remain undiscovered. Great harm will come of its use.
You don't know where it is, do you?
No,
You never looked for it.
it doesn't matter, Raziel. Listen to me. You must understand that every creature is bound to one predestined path. We are all shackled.
To the wheel of fate, Believe me, I know that even better than you do.
All but one. Because of your remaking, you are the one unbound creature. The one among us all that truly has free will. You have a choice, Raziel.
Which I'm sure I must make at your direction. Your pawn has reached the end of the board, Kain. And now my powers may even surpass yours. How ironic. If the creature that you made should prove your own undoing.
Goosebumps.
Now, we finish this. Once and for all.
Okay, gotta switch one more time. Keeping the shirt, though. And because of the way YouTube works, we're gonna have to push Ozar down some. But having it come in during the cutscene, oh my god, that was amazing.
They victors!
And I love the lighting effects. And Kane's life bar, too. This fight just looks so amazing now. And there it is. Again, they're falling right into their enemy's trap. Of course, I should say more it's Raziel. Kain did not come here to fight. But Raziel is, of course, under the influence of the Hilden at this point. Okay, I need to get a good picture. That's pretty good. There's a sound from Soul Reaver 2.
You... No. Raziel.
They victus.
I didn't.
Woe to the conquered. I have found the heart of darkness, and you go to oblivion. Kain was gone. The madness of this place had somehow fueled my rage, and as it subsided, I felt no elation, no sense of victory. Only a calm certainty that we had once again walked blindly into our enemy's trap. I couldn't be sure whether Kain had truly intended to destroy me, and now it appeared I would never know.
The Heart of Darkness. This relic, reputedly possessed of the ability to restore vampiric unlife, originally rested within the chest of Janos Aldrin. Will the reuniting of this heart with its proper owner, at the price of Kain's death, finally allow me to achieve my freedom? Oh, man. There we go. Just play around with photo mode some more. Okay, so this part, always just, I got real emotional about it last time we played. But it is, I feel like this is kind of the climax of Defiance. And it's a tragedy because Raziel is 100% walking into his enemy's trap. It was gorgeous having this, fully remastered, and the fight was amazing. The life bars were amazing. And the scene was amazing and sad. It's nice to hear the Heart of Darkness actually beat, though. So, all right, let's move on. All right, well, that was the saddest chapter of Defiance. Looked amazing, though, sad as it was. So, before we wrap up, let's go look at the lost level. Oh, and this is our last one. This is the Water Forge. One of the earliest locations to be designed for Defiance, and the largest original area to be entirely cut, this incarnation of the Water Forge was intended to maintain continuity with the Reaver Forges of Soul Reaver 2. When this version of the Forge was conceived, only the Earth and Spirit Forges were also slated for inclusion, with the game scenario omitting the 4 forges Raziel had already solved in Soul Reaver 2. Raziel would visit this forge after exiting the cemetery, and would proceed to the pillars after imbuing the Reaver. This large complex consists of 3 major sections: the approach to the area, the forge exterior, and the interior. Raziel was required to manipulate water channels using the Reavers he had already obtained in order to progress to the next level. Apparently no more than the first floor of the interior was designed and built before production ceased on the area, and the forges underwent alterations as a whole. In its final iteration, the game incorporated all 7 Reaver forges at the Vampire Citadel, with the Water Forge being accessed via teleporter in Vorador's mansion. Virtually no evidence of the original Water Forge remained in the game. Okay, I've heard some things about this one. Let's check it out. Wow. This is Overland. The Overland music from Soul Reaver 2. Yeah, this is just completely new. This is very interesting. I wonder a lot what Defiance would have looked like if they'd had a whole other year to work on it. Because that came out about 2 years after Soul Reaver 2. And has not a lot of time to work on a game, really. Even back then. Let me out. Nope. Okay. Go, camera drone. That's interesting. Oh, fish! Excuse me, sir. I'm just trying to eat. Okay, that's really fun. Oh, what are those? Oh. Hey, who knows how to swim? Man, this is just so different. It's really cool, though. Wow, why does this remind me of... Reminds me of the Water Palace from Sekiro a little bit. Obviously, I'm not saying there's an inspiration there. The games did release quite a few years apart. Oh, and some nice benches. Okay, I want to get a little closer look at these guys now around the sun. That's cool. This is so cool. Oh, you guys got a big surprise coming. Can I can. Haha. What else we got? Nope, statues cannot be bothered. Wow. Oh, what's this? Oh, is this gonna be our corrupted Dianos from later? Apparently. Actually, you know what, Janos? I'll be back with you. I will help you again momentarily. push this block? No, I can't. But I can see where I would have. Oh, and a font. Look at that. Oh, this is so cool. Thank you for holding, sir. We can help you now. Oh yeah, that's going to be a tough one. What the? Oh, crap. Oh, hey, I can break these. All right. Well, that was cool. Like I've said before, it's nice that they put enemies and even bosses sometimes in these levels. That's really awesome. Oh, let's go break this too. All right, super cool. Next time, we're going to go back to Vorador's mansion and see what a wreck it is. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and you want to see more, do the things.
Wow.